I'm going to define two terms and explain them both. Liberalism and conservatism. I'm going to start not by defining liberalism, but explaining and opining on it. All right? So this is my opinion. So don't lash out at me saying that this is the definition. Liberalism, in my opinion, is anti-American, is reprehensible. It has no place in the American society. Those who believe in liberalistic ideals are anti-American and therefore unconstitutional. All right, what I just said was a lot, I know. And that's my opinion. And I'm not going to be tolerant and tell you that if you're liberal, I'll love you. And I mean, I will. But I'm not going to be tolerant and say, hey, if you need a safe space, go ahead. No, there's no safe spaces here. You're going to hear the truth. If you're offended by it, that's because the truth hurts. That's because the truth is the most offensive material you could convey, you could present. All right, now I'm going to give my definition and explanation of conservatism, then I'll go back to liberalism as a whole and define it. All right, conservatism. First off, this is the definition. It is sticking to traditional values that were upheld and began with the start of the country. So the principles and the ideological beliefs that were existent in our founding fathers is what conservatism is. So everything they believe about the government, the founding fathers, we believe as conservatives. If you are a true conservative, you believe in small government, you believe in lower taxation, and very little infringement by the government. In my opinion, conservatism is the most American ideological principle, and some compare it to libertarianism. And yes, the libertarianism often is for small government as well. But conservatism as a whole is the best way to define what our founding fathers were. We are traditional, valued men and women, following the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and not infringing on any documents that were involved in the start of this nation. Now I'm going to go back to liberalism and give you the definition, okay? Now I gave you my opinion, but now I'm going to define it. It's to change, folks. That is what a liberal desires. The aspiration of a liberal is to change what has been in existence. So, conservatism. Changing what conservatives believe. Changing the traditions, and the values. Changing the way the government is sized. They would rather have a bigger government that intrudes in more of our lives. Constitutionally, that is the contrary to our founding fathers and what they enshrined in our Constitution. Yes, I'm going to say Constitution a lot because it's the bedrock and the foundation of this country. And we've been living with a liberal politician, a liberal president, named Barack Hussein Obama. And I respect the man as a man. Okay? He's a human being, and he deserves the utmost respect for that. But it does not mean I respect his decisions or his mindset and the beliefs he holds against America. Just because that past 8 years he has been making an apology tour and apologizing for everything America has done in the past, rather than solving conflicts. He is I think, one of the only presidents to be in conflict every day he's been in office. I thought he was going to be our Prince of Peace. I thought he was going to be our savior. To the media and to the liberals, he is our savior. Unemployment rate's down, and gas prices have been coming down. Yeah. No involvement by the president. Okay, president doesn't dictate gas prices. It's supply demand, folks. It's capitalism. Well, that's what we are. We're capitalists. And the unemployment rate is a flawed statistic. How many times do I have to bring this up? It's an extremely extensively flawed statistic. They do not record those who've been out of work for 6 months or more. Those who have given up, stopped looking for work, are not recorded, folks. The labor participation rate and the amount of people out of work is the number I look at. It's 96 million Americans capable of working but are not. Now, I don't mean to spark controversy. I just mean to opine and let you know what I believe. And if you do not agree, I would say I'm sorry, but you know what? The truth is going to offend those who don't want to hear it.